Hey, what's up? It's Brett from Progressive Mobility, Physio, and Performance here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Today we're going to be talking about National Athletic Training Month. It's the month of March now, and I, as an athletic trainer, love this month because it's a great opportunity to advocate and educate and share knowledge about athletic training and its importance to the realm of healthcare and how athletic trainers play a role in the healthcare system. So this content here on the board is something that's been put out by the National Athletic Training Association, which we'll talk a little bit more in detail about later. They put out this content over the last few years around this time of the year to help people understand the difference between athletic trainers and when you hear someone use the word trainer when referring to ATs. So it's really important to make these distinctions for a lot of reasons, and we're going to go into it right now. So athletic trainers must have a bachelor's degree, and as we're transitioning into a entry level or a master's degree in an allied healthcare profession as well as athletic training. So to become an athletic trainer, you need to get a bachelor's degree in some sort of allied health profession and then go on to get your master's in athletic training. I currently have my doctorate degree in athletic training, and that is something that's becoming more widespread throughout the country and much more popular. If that's something that you have questions about, whether it be a doctorate in athletic training or the pathways for athletic training, please shoot me a DM in my Instagram handle, which I will provide at the end of this video, and we can talk more and continue that conversation. So another thing that's important about athletic trainers, we must complete a comprehensive board exam. This board exam is completed at the end of our educational curriculum, at least at the bachelor's and now soon to be master's degree level. And you'll have to complete that examination and score a certain percentage in order to pass and receive your certification and then move on to receiving your athletic training licensure, depending on the state that you are practicing in. Again, another piece is that we must obtain continuing education units to maintain our certification. So what this means is we have to attend seminars, conferences, and symposiums. We have to do online or in-person educational curriculum outside of what our base education was. On a biannual basis, we have to obtain a certain amount of units in order to maintain our certification. This is extremely important because what we're trying to do is maintain and foster a mindset of lifelong learning. And that's extremely important when we're thinking about healthcare, because healthcare is always changing. There's new information, new topics, new applications, and athletic trainers want to be on the forefront of that because we work in so many different settings, which I'll get to in a little bit. Last thing here is we must obtain and adhere to the professional standards set out by the National Athletic Trainers Association. The NATA is our national governing body. They put together our code of ethics, our professional standards that we have to adhere to and stand by in order to maintain our certification and have the privilege and the right to call ourselves athletic trainers and be recognized as an allied healthcare professional. Now, when we get into the opposite side here, which is a trainer, trainer is a very widespread term, and it can be misconstrued with what athletic trainers do, and this is something that a lot of athletic trainers have some frustrations about. And this time of the year in particular, we do our best as a group to advocate for athletic training. So to better understand what a trainer and what that encompasses. So trainers may or may not have higher education. They can go through and get a higher education, but they don't necessarily have to. You see it on Instagram. People can make a profile, say that they're a trainer, and just use that as a blanket term to kind of put together and disseminate any content and information that they see fit, which may or may not be evidence-based, as opposed to when you receive a higher education degree, a lot of that is based on evidence and research and things of that regard. Next, they may or may not be required to obtain a certification. So as an athletic trainer, you have to have your BOC or your Board of Certification number, and that is a minimum requirement to be certified as an athletic trainer. Then depending on what state you're in, you have licensure or registration, just depending on that. But this piece here, the certification, is extremely important. But when you are talking about trainers, they may or may not need to have that certification. They may or may not have had to take a board exam to demonstrate and illustrate that they have the proper skills to do what they say that they're going to do. Next, they may or may not need to complete continuing education. So that is something that you can run into as an issue and they may or may not have to continue up with what the best standards are, what the new information or what the evidence is. But athletic trainers do. And that's an extremely important differentiator when you're considering who you're having conversations with and speaking with when you're considering them an athletic trainer or whether or not you have this connotation that they are a trainer. And lastly, they may get certified by any number of agencies. And these agencies, there's a wide variety of agencies online. There are some that are nationally recognized, some that may not be. And you can be assured that any athletic trainer is certified by the same certification agency, and they are supposed to adhere to the same professional standards under the same governing body, regardless. So I hope this information is helpful for you. Please share this information and this content with your friends, with other people in your various professions. Athletic trainers can work in the clinic setting, which is where I work, high schools, colleges, professional sports, military, performing arts, orthopedic clinics, physician's practice. There's so many options available. Again, if you'd like to learn more, shoot me a DM at progressivemobility_AT on Instagram, or give me a call and Jen at a call at 864-485-5910. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.